There's music in the air when the infant morn is nigh, and faint its blushes seen on the bright and laughing sky. Many a harp's tactic sound with its thrill of joy profound, while we listen enchanted there to the music in the air. There's music in the air when the noontide's sultry beam reflects a golden light on the distant mountain stream. When beneath some grateful shade sorrow's aching head is laid, sweetly to the spirit there comes the music in the air. There's music in the air when the twilight's gentle sigh is lost on her evening's breast as its pensive beauties lie. Then know the loved one is gone, made the pure celestial song. Angel voices greet us there in the music of the air.
Good morning, guys. It's the next day. I started out with just doing the first coat on these counters, which looks so good. I love black counters. They definitely need another coat, but I ended up getting the grout for the brick here. And I wanted to get that done first so that if there was anything that fell onto the counters or any of that, I can wipe it up. Because after I do the second coat on the counters, I'm going to have to seal everything. I'm also going to seal the cabinets. So I figured I would get this backsplash done first. And the thing is this is a lighter color than I wanted. It is, I don't even remember. It's a light color. I wanted to go dark with the grout. So I figured I will just stain it after it's on. Yes, I've done it before, and yes, it works. So, in case you're wondering, it's not a problem. So, what I thought I would do is use a container or something to put this on. I was going to use a float, but I kind of don't want to do, I don't want to put this really over the brick all that much. I just want to repoint it, basically. Just put it in between. These are like really wide. I can't see my fingers. These are really wide gaps in between these bricks. Whoever put them in just put a very wide gap. So I don't know. I have a butter knife. I could get a pointer, I think it's called, but I just don't feel like it. So I'm gonna try this first. If it doesn't work, then I'll get one eventually. But I'm just gonna try it. So if this. See, that's what I mean. See, I just dropped it. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I wanted to wait and do the second coat after. Okay, it's kind of working, but honestly, I think what I'm going to do is just put a pair of gloves on and use my hands. I think even using the tool that you can use for this, I mean, it probably would work okay, but it's just... I don't know. I feel like I just need to use my hands. Okay, I have gloves. Let's see how these work. They're kind of big, but we'll see. I wonder if I can do like a Play-Doh thing. Make it into like a snake and then put it in there. Doesn't hurt to try, right? Why not? Honestly, doing it this way isn't any less messy than using a float. I've done these things so many times. I've put up tile on walls and floors and everything, grouting is always messy. I'm not really seeing much of a difference than if I used a float as far as mess is concerned. But I'm very glad I decided to do this first because look. So I know that if I used a float, it would make this go a lot quicker, but I don't know that it would. It would maybe make this part go a lot quicker, but then I have to go up and clean the brick 50 million times, and then the brick is covered pretty much fully, and then I have to it's just a thing. It's a whole thing that I don't want to have to do. So we're just going to go this way and see how long it takes me to get sick of it. Because it is tedious. It's not a fun thing to do. Okay, switching out gloves. Okay, I have tried a couple of different ways of doing this, and as you can see, I've got this whole section done. You can kind of see where I did over here. I was using my hands. Over here I was using like a butter knife, which worked, but it kept falling out. I mean, it worked to get it in there, but then it kept falling out. Oh my gosh, the humidity. Holy moly. So I went back to using my hands. I have gloves that I'm using, and I've gotten up to there, and I need the ladder, and Aiden has it, so I can't use it right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this section. I should have enough to finish all of this, about a gallon of it, so yeah. This is tedious, absolutely tedious. I could have used a float. Part of me wishes I did use a float, but again, I was trying not to get it complete coverage on the brick. I mean, I did, but using my hand, I've kind of just like thrown caution to the wind. I'm just like over it. So some of the brick does have, it's not complete coverage, but there's a lot on it. So I kind of went over it with my gloves on and kind of just used my hand to wipe over it, basically. Get off any loose stuff. Also, when I kind of like the coverage on it now. And I think because what I'm gonna do is color this. So think of it as a German schmear. So that's really heavy coverage over brick and stone or anything like that with the grout. And I'm not going that heavy, but just kind of, I don't know. Keep that in mind is what I'm saying. So it's a little bit over it. And when I color the grout, I will be also going over the grout that's over the brick. I'm tired. The heat kicks my butt, and that's what's happening right now. It's like supposed to be 92, I want to say today. It's been 80s and 90s all week, and rain. And rain, and rain, and rain. But anyway, the heat is not my friend. I don't like it at all. So I'm looking forward to fall. Some of you just cringed. I have decided that these windows are gonna get the same paint color as the cabinets. Also, because of this side, that huge window, and with the color that is around it right now, it's such a light color. I want to bring that color to that side of the room. So, okay, back to work. So this line right here, under here, is open a little bit all the way around. Instead of trying to stuff this stuff in there because it's just falling to the back, I'm going to caulk it when I'm done. I guess this video is good for people who don't have all the tools, that you can do it without the tools, which honestly usually I do. I don't know why. If I can find a cheap, easy way of doing something with tools I already have, I'll do it, instead of buying everything for, you know, stuff you're rarely going to use. I'm also going to be caulking around the window and the cabinets. So I will clean off the cabinets if they get any on it, which they are. And then I'll just put some caulking around it. It'll make everything look clean and crisp and nice. Okay, it's done. I think even the way it is looks so much better than it did. Got it all the way around. It is too light for me. The color is called Bone. So it's kind of like a peachy tan, I guess. It's too light for me. So I do need to do some parts of the counter over because it got on it, and then by the time I got around to it, it was stuck, so I had to scrub to get it off. So some of the paint came off because I haven't sealed it yet. So I'm gonna caulk first though. I want to get around these edges real quick. Did you guys know that the hole in the side is for opening this? I don't want it too big. Did you guys know that? And this is for going down this, because a lot of them have a, this one doesn't have it. A lot of them have a film there, like a thing that you have to pop. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and, this is paintable, by the way, so that I can paint over it so it doesn't show. I don't want like a white line all the way across. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the caulking now. You can see this one especially, look how much I had to scrub it. This is the first one I did, and I did it without the plastic, so it stuck really bad. So I had to scrub it.
Look at all the stars out, no doubt I'm loving this time of year. Someone's got a guitar out, whoa now, this is getting kinda weird. It's like a scene from